Alright guys, welcome back to the Ohio Explorer, looking at some more electronics. This is a remote control light that I bought about 3 years ago. I bought it for my daughter's room as like a night light, and after a while, like probably 3 months of using it or whatever, I got tired of the remote control switch and everything, and I got tired of changing the batteries in this light. So what I ended up doing was just converting it to a direct wall outlet. This one's got a 1/2 amp, 5 to 6 volts. So I found something that pretty much matched this, because this one takes, let's kind of tape it down. This one takes 4 AA's, which would be around 6 volts anyways, 3 to 5, 5 to 6 volts anyways. So you can see how I did it. I pulled the wires out of the board. I unsoldered it from the battery terminals. I pulled it off the board and ran the wires up here into the battery terminal, and then connected my mains wire through this hole I cut on the side here, and then put it under and ran it inside where the battery casing is, and then just twisted them together and then taped it all up. And then I just kind of taped it down here to just keep it from moving around a little bit. Nothing major. All right, so the problem is it's too fucking bright. When I put this on there, this took away all the compensation for the the batteries being weak at sometimes. Like after some use, the batteries would dim this, and then it wouldn't be so bright, and you wouldn't notice it ever being so bright. But when I put the full 6 volts on it, this thing is pretty bright. It's a little too bright for night light. My little girl, she's only 3 years old. And I mean, this could make her feel like the regular lights on in her room. So what we ended up doing was we were putting just a towel, we set it down like this. We just set it on the table like that. And we would just put a washcloth or something over the top of this. And then light would just shine through here and then shine through here. And then it was enough light doing that. But I'm going to attempt to change the resistor in here, because I know that there's a resistor keeping this thing from blowing up the bulbs, but also that's what's making the bulbs as bright as they are. So if there's, say, 1,000 ohm resistor in here, then I could put a 2,000 ohm resistor and it would make the lights pretty much have to dim this. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works, but it will make them dimmer for sure. So the more resistance, the less current gets through to the lights. So let's open this thing up. Stop all this jibber jabber. So there you go, you can see what I did. I ran that wire up into there instead of to right there on those terminals. So when I look at this, zoom in for you guys a little bit. So when I look at this, this is the LED board. And there's 2 LEDs in the bottom here too, but this right here is the LED board. And I see that the main LEDs connects right here. And if you follow this line right here, it goes to this. And when I turn it to the side, because there's something underneath there, it's a capacitor. So it goes to a capacitor. And this could be to just filter out stuff, or I don't know, maybe it needs an instant burst of energy when it first turns on. Then it keeps on going. If you keep following it, it keeps going, and bam, that is a surface mount resistor. And it says 560 on it. So that is a 560 ohm resistor. And if I put a 1000 ohm resistor in it, it should, in theory, make all these other lights half the brightness. That's how I assume it works. I'm pretty sure that it's exactly, you know, if you half the resistance, half the energy, you know what I mean? So let's see what it does. Maybe I should turn this on for you guys at the beginning just to show you how bright it is, and then that way, you know, and I can show you afterwards. If I can get it in the plug. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. I don't know. It may not look bright here, but trust me, it's bright. Look at that. It's definitely blinding bright. All right, so plug it in. So let's see if I can, I'm gonna cut the scene, go find a resistor, that 1000 ohm resistor, and get my soldering iron hot, and I'll be right back. All right guys, I'm back. I got a hot soldering gun. I found, shit, just dropped one. I found some 1000 ohm resistors. But they're not surface mount. So I don't even know if this will work. This is a surface mount resistor down here. Let me zoom in for you guys. Try to keep my work on camera. Right there is the resistor. It's a 512 ohm resistor, or 560 ohm resistor, like I said. I don't know how I'm gonna get it off, because I don't have needle nose that small. Definitely gonna have to get some. So what I'm gonna attempt is to just push on it with a screwdriver as I'm heating it up. Push it off of the board. So hopefully you can see that. Can't really get in an angle on this thing. There we go. Just not, maybe it wasn't hot enough yet. Alright, we'll try it again, same way. Just kind of push it out of the way. There, I got it. I'll show you guys this little resistor. Look how small this thing is. Gosh. Here's a screwdriver bit next to it. And these are small screwdriver bits. That is crazy. And we're replacing it with one of these. So much bigger. But I think it still will work. Set that to the side. One of these babies out. Alright. I'm gonna have to use all the wire because I can't just, this is too wide. So I'm gonna have to just put it like that and try to solder it on there like that. Let's get some solder. Maybe get some solder on this already. Just set it somewhere so it'll hold it for me. That should do. Put a little solder on the board itself. Actually give it a little glob to mount to. Surface mount. Resistors don't take anything. So now it actually has a little bit of a glob to mount to. I'm going to try to solder this in. I hope you guys can see. I know this is a chintzy solder job, but it's just the only way I can do it right now. I haven't took apart that printer yet that I got. I got this printer I'm gonna take apart, and it's got all kinds of parts in it. I could have salvaged a 1,000 ohm resistor that was surface mount. Okay, so there it is, it's on there. Should we test it out? Let's try to move this without breaking these solders. There. Alright, let's plug it in and see what happens. There it is. Let me zoom out. There it is, guys. Do you notice the difference? It worked. That is half the brightness. So, what I need to do now is make sure that that resistor is not going to cross its wires. So I'm going to maybe put some type of tape, or I really should have put a shrink wrap on both of those, but I'll just put a little bit of tape in between it, and that will that'll protect it. This isn't something that gets moved around or anything. This sits in one spot. It's sit in one spot for years, you know what I mean? So it's all good. So there you have it, guys. I mean, technically I could probably just leave that alone, but I will put something between it. So there it is, guys. If you have a light that is too bright and it's LED, that is a simple way to make it less bright. All you have to do is change the resistor. So, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Ohio Explorer. Today I explored some electronics as usual. Subscribe, like, share the video. Keep watching, guys.